Hello, happy Friday, welcome, and thanks for joining us on this edition of News 2. I'm Sandra Gumansing. Topping our newscast, VIUCEDD Hospital's board met this week to talk about how the hospital is faring with its goals to meet compliance with the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. One of Louis' top officials says progress has been slow but steady, and they'll be ready for CMS next week. News 2's Erica Parsons has the story.
We will definitely make the deadline.
VIUCEDD Hospital CEO Dr. Kendall Griffith says the hospital has been steadily making progress on their improvements.
Sustainable change takes time, and what is not being seen yet is all of the hard work that is being done behind the scenes. The hard work to completely redo the IT infrastructure of JFL.
JFL narrowly avoided decertification on October 9th and instead got an extension. They'll be able to meet the November 20th deadline from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services to provide a systems improvement plan.
We have a draft of a systems improvement agreement that has been reviewed by the governor and his advisors. It has been distributed to the senators and as well to the district and the territorial board. We have a meeting with the leadership of CMS on Monday just to review the details of the systems improvement agreement, and we are confident that we will have it to them way before the deadline.
Right now, the hospital is without key leadership, and its top executive says they are actively searching for a chief operations officer, legal counsel, and a chief financial officer.
In order to create sustainable strong improvements at JFL, which is really a work in progress, we have to have a strong leadership team. And so we are presently recruiting, actually in the interview process.
Griffith says having a functioning board has also made a huge difference in their progress. Erica Parsons, News 2.
And in other news, 63 more people are now Six Sigma certified after a graduation ceremony Friday at VIUCEDD Hospital. Some were Yellow Belt certified, which is step one to developing first-line supervisors. The others were certified as Green Belts, which is the next level up.
Most of our graduates were from the hospital, but we also had some individuals from the Bureau of Information Technology, from WAPA, and also from VITEMA, as well as the National Guard. As you know, here in the hospital, we're one of the most regulated industries. And it's important, everything that we do is all based on following a process, no matter what it is. And so it's very important that our employees and our leadership understand how critical it is that we follow a particular process when we do something. And not only do it one time, we do it the same way, the perfect way all the time, because then that will allow us to be a perfect organization. And that's what Six Sigma is all about, being able to put a process in place that allows you to do something perfectly, not just one time, but 1,000,000 times.
In election news, today was the last day for accepting mail-in ballots for both districts. At close of business today, the two district boards stopped accepting any more mail-ins and began doing their final tabulations. According to St. Thomas St. John Chair Arturo Watlington, the district has gotten their certification document ready. After the count, each of the boards will have to convene, make a vote, and then sign off on the certification. The runoff election is scheduled for Tuesday, November 18th. The runoff election ballots are expected to arrive this weekend. United States Attorney Ronald Sharp announced today that the United States has filed suit in United States District Court. The complaint alleges that 16 individuals are unlawfully occupying and living on national park land. They have illegally erected 10 structures on the property, and they say they have placed 11 vehicles, abandoned appliances, trash, and livestock on the property. They say unauthorized electrical and water lines have been installed, as well as complaints from hikers and visitors to the park of harassment. Now, under federal law, individuals are prohibited from living on or erecting structures on national park land without authorization from the NPS. NPS says since 2010, they have engaged in discussions and meetings with the individuals. Well, here's this week's Crime Stoppers report. You can call in your tip and you may receive a cash reward. Let's take a look on St. Croix at the request of the father. This cold case is released. Musa Raji Samuj, age 19, was reported missing by his family on Thursday, April 9, 2011. Last seen by family members on or about April 6, 2011. Mr. Shamuj, of Middle Eastern descent, is about 5'11", has hazel eyes, black short hair with sideburns, and a beard. He was last seen in the area of Consumers gas station. If you know the whereabouts of Mr. Shamuj or have seen him, please contact Crime Stoppers. According to the father, one of the suspects jailed for another crime was recently transferred to a U.S. prison. Father is hoping that since the suspect is no longer in St. Croix, perhaps someone who knows something will say something. Looking over on St. Thomas, another cold case on Monday, April 14th, 2014 at 10:01 p.m. A 20-year-old male identified as Jaquan Morel and 18-year-old female identified as Taquana Petty were driving on the Anna's Retreat roadway, which overlooks the Tutu high-rise housing community, when they were fired upon by unknown assailants. Taquana Petty's lifeless body was found in the vehicle by police. Jaquan Morel, who was also found in the vehicle, succumbed to his injuries while being treated at the Roy Lester Schneider Emergency Room. If you have information about this incident, please contact the Major Crimes Unit at 340-774-2211, extensions 5617, 5618, or 5619. Turn your attention to St. John on Wednesday, October 22nd, 2014. About 11 a.m., a male citizen reported that a wooden storage shed he and a friend owned was burglarized sometime between late June or early July 2014 and October 19th, 2014. Removed from the shed were some tools and a Polaris all-terrain vehicle. Contact Crime Stoppers at www.crimestoppersusvi.org and you may receive a cash reward in the process. The Virgin Islands Water and Power Authority has scheduled water service interruption for the St. Thomas sub-base area from 6 a.m. Saturday, November 15th through 3 a.m. the following day. Customers west of the Old Joe's Discount Building will have water service interrupted, while crews lower the 18-inch transmission water main to allow the Department of Public Works to replace a collapsed culvert by Joe's Discount. Now, this work is needed in order to provide better stormwater drainage to customers in the sub-base area as far west as WAPA's Water Distribution Department. Vehicular traffic in the area will be reduced to one lane. Turn our attention overseas. President Obama continues his visit to Myanmar, meeting with the country's opposition icon today, Aung San Suu Kyi. The president is pressing leaders there to move toward a genuine democracy. But back in Washington, Republicans are vowing to fight the president for what they view as his plans to violate the Constitution. President Obama is gearing up to unveil plans to overhaul the nation's broken immigration system. In other news, a new report from the Department of Homeland Security says failures in communications systems, staffing, and the training of Secret Service agents allowed a White House fence jumper to make it deep inside the executive mansion in September. The department says it is implementing changes system-wide. Keeping our eye on the economy, Amazon and book publisher Hachette have reached a multi-year agreement for e-book and print sales in the U.S. A bitter dispute between the two companies over pricing started last spring. New terms for digital book downloads will take effect early next year. A group of 19 automakers have pledged to protect the privacy of motorists. They promise that information vehicles streamed back to the manufacturer won't be handed over to authorities without a court order. Computerized cars can transmit information about driver speed, location, and travel history. Here's a look at the New York Stock Exchange with our stock market watch. The Dow down 18, NASDAQ and S&P both up. Coming up on News 2, we'll have the roundtable in sports, plus the Department of Education, Office of School Community Relations. They embarked on a Hispanic outreach. As part of this focus, they reached out to the Hispanic population to discuss some very important details. Coming up. Downtown Revitalization, Inc. wants your input about plans for a makeover of Charlotte Amalie Main Street and waterfront. So mark this on your calendar. Another community forum is planned for December 4th from 5:30 p.m., and that's at the Grand Hotel's second floor. DRI has already organized members in some subcommittees to focus on security, entertainment, and transportation, and that's just to name a few. These proposals that are in the works are set to be submitted by November 24th. The group has been working together and meeting since 2010. UVI's Virgin Islands University Center for Excellence in Developmental Disabilities presents VIUCEDD 20 Years of Empowering People with Disabilities. It's their anniversary and many events are planned, such as an open house that kicks off on November 19th on St. Croix and Thursday, November 20th on St. Thomas. That's from 10 to 4. Now, in St. Croix, it's at the VIUCEDD office, and on St. Thomas, it's at UVI's Teachers Education Building. You can learn more about the assistive technology with demonstrations and evaluations. Be sure to log on to www.viucedd.org. That's VIUCEDD.org for more information, or you can call 340-692-4266. The 10th annual Taste of the Two Islands drew many taste buds to Antilles School's Mark Marin Center on Thursday evening. The World on a Platter, that was the theme, with live music by VI Cool Sessions Brass at St. Thomas and St. John's largest food jubilee. It is one of the premier culinary events in the VI, with over 40 participating restaurants, caterers, and distributors. The event gives participants the opportunity to sample wines from around the world and over 100 different menu items from a variety of cuisines like American, Indian, Italian, French, Irish, Spanish, and of course Caribbean. Winners: first place, Buddha Sushi; second place, Ritz-Carlton; and third, Island Flavor. Congratulations to the winners. During the month of October, education officials focused on helping Hispanic parents connect with the schools in order to help their children. Organizers met with parents in several communities and closed out the program Thursday at the Curriculum Center.
Is for them to be able to feel comfortable in approaching the schools to find out how their kids are doing, and also to know the information that they need to know in order to be able to help their kids, know their rights as parents, know what the department should really be doing for them.
It's important for the parents to know what their rights are, not only by the school, but what are the community rights. For example, they have 2 hours by law. They have 2 hours that they can take every month to go and visit the school to find out what the students are, how the students are doing. And to have that special communication with the teachers, with the school, get involved in the school activities.
Well, did you catch an episode of House Hunters International? It was broadcasted on Wednesday night, 11:30 p.m. on HGTV. Local realtor Rob Barringer of Sea Glass Properties showed 6 different properties in various locations around the island, including Mahogany Run, the Anchorage condominiums, Sapphire Village and Frenchman's Bay, as well as more remote areas such as Neltjeburg and Tanna Bay in Lurkenland. The format of that show is all centered around a couple selecting properties. Now, one of 3 properties on St. Thomas was shown, as well as some highlights of some attractions on the island, including Paradise Point, Mahogany Run Golf Course, Megan's Bay, and St. John. Well, you may have seen the commercials right here on CBS TV2 featuring some items that you can't find in the stores. The International Trade Show with representatives from Colombia are bringing these products to you just in time for Christmas. They have been touring the Caribbean with great reception, and now they are here in the VI. You can catch up with the crew and learn more at Tutu Park Mall.
This is a show where you can find different kind of products for kitchen, for health, for beauty, and these products you can get them on the normal market. Mm-hmm. So it's one opportunity to buy new products, and the most important thing is that we bring directly from Colombia the home experts, and they will show you how to do it. Yeah, it's our first time here. Last week we finished in St. Croix. We'll be here for a few days. We used to do this show in different islands in the Caribbean. So this is the opportunity to visit us. We are going to be at Tutu Park Mall. We start yesterday, Thursday. and we are going to be here only for a few days. We have limited stock, so you can't wait until last day because we don't know when it's going to be the last day.
So be sure to check it out. An international model scout is in the territory this week to help search for talent for the second annual VI Model of the Year competition. Auditions are being held this weekend in both districts and in Tortola next weekend. JG Management is looking for males and females from 7 years old to 21 years of age. Here's more.
We have some great undiscovered talents here, so my goal is definitely to get our young discovered models, out in the public, and just to expose them to the right people, the right people in the industry.
I'm really happy to partner with Jason. Jason is amazing. I've known him for almost 15 years. I love his mission, and I'm really, really happy to bring these beautiful island beauties to the international scene. And that's what my job is, to get the agencies on board from New York, Miami, as well as the agencies in Paris and all over the world, actually.
Well, good luck to all those who attend the casting call. Be sure to stick around. Your News 2 AccuWeather forecast is coming up next.